So your options here are to go to a random draw, or you can pick anybody else left in the competition.
We'll go with Brian Halcrow.
What was the thinking there then, Josh?
Well, I've actually got a terrible record against Brian, so hopefully a bit of revenge, really.
Including the black. The black ball.
Black ball is
It's in. It's a golden break for Josh Kane. That's 3-1, and just look at him punch the air. That will now definitely seal the fate of Brian Halcrow.
Yeah, that is Josh Kane winning his second match. He beats Brian Halcrow 3-2. He's got a decision to make.
I think we'd have a go at Hitman. I think that's the right choice.
Going for a hitman, okay. Well, obviously it can't be Cohen. Which one do you want to play?
Go 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗵.
Josh did ask me for a knock on the new cloth, so I'll have to think about that now.
And that is all over for our defending champion.
Are you going to call out your next opponent, or are you going to go to the random draw? It's 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗃.
I owe him one because he's got enough of my money, so it'd be nice to take some off him instead.
Oh my God.
He's Mr. Black.
It's home.
Oh my
Can you believe it? Are we stuck to them?
Not the best split, the second that he needs. It's going to be a 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃. I mean, I can't believe 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃's lost that match, but 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 survives. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 is eliminated. What a match.
Are you going to go to a random draw, or are you going to pick someone out?
Okay, this match I'll pick out Sean Ashe.
Let's get the match on.
The Shark against 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. And 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 has followed him so far in the previous match.
Sean obviously said he was expecting to get called out yesterday. I'm a little surprised he didn't. I mean,
Yeah, you pick the new
tall.
pros, don't you? I mean, the ones that are not so much used to the arena, but Sean Ashe, a very accomplished player. I'll tell you what, how close was that to a golden break? 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 trying to dip his legs and help that black ball in.
But he has gone dry, so opportunity to see the first of Sean Ashe.
Yeah, very good money player, Sean. It's his first season as an ultimate pool professional. But this will be his first feel of this match table. Had a long day yesterday just sitting about, as did all the other players that haven't taken part just yet. Apart from Ковен Брадford, who's obviously had that incredible run last night of those 3 matches, and he's sat in the hot seat still. So as people come out, he'll be wanting Sean Ashe to win this, dismiss 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏, and that'll start another man on the run to try and get 3 in a row.
Well, this is the thing for Cohen. I mean, Cohen will obviously be a bit gutted that his friend Kyle's gone out, but at the same time,
No, he won't.
With what happened, he won't be in regards to going deep in the
You
tournament.
can have best friends in the world, but when you come down to this business, it's all eyes on the prize. Sean just looking where he wants to get the cue ball for his next shot. From this red down into the bottom left-hand corner. Gone too far. Gone way too far.
I think he gripped that cue ball too much, didn't he?
Well, is it? We were talking about the cloth yesterday with a good few of the players, and they were saying how reactive the bed is and the cloth. I had a game myself with Chris Day the night before, and straight away after hitting two shots on there, it was plain and obvious that you can get some real grip with the cue ball. Silver done that one. It's a good pot.
I was going to say, he floated the pot in, but he's just right in between at the moment, isn't
It'd
he?
be great if he could cut that red in at the top, but I think the yellow might be in the way.
It's a horrible shot, but you might have to take a double on with the red on the bulk line and just try and bash into the yellow next to the red.
If it's there, I think a very thin cut into the right-hand centre with that loose red and kick into the ball at the top. Well,
he's just tying up here. That's not ideal.
he's covered the black, but yeah.
Great shot from Carl.
Super safety there from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃. See, the thing is, if Cole can get ball in hand here off Sean Ashe, the yellow on the top rail and towards the centre, I think he can scoop that into the red and the black.
That's a lovely return from Sean as well.
Oh, but then he's opened up the black ball. Has to go now, Cole. That black will go past the red now. Has to go game. That'll do him. Gets himself into the middle of the table. It was a really good hit from Sean Ashe to come out of that snooker, but the problem was he couldn't help it. It was always just going to open up that pocket for the black ball. That's very good position now. Just going to leave the yellow that's to the right of the blue spot, I would have thought, for last, will he? Just float up. Just pops this in, brings the cue ball back 1-2 inches, leaves a plain ball cut into the middle, and the cue ball will naturally go up towards the yellow at the top of the table.
Is he a bit straight?
He has come too far. That's careless. You could afford to be too short rather than too far. He's going to have to punch this.
Oh, he's done really well.
Yeah, that's a great shot. A quick double check. He's just having a look to see if it's easier to play the black off the rail first and just into the red to make sure it goes in. So you might see him do that. He might not just try and roll this plane. He might just play this black ball into the knuckle of the pocket and just slide it off the red. Like so.
I don't think Cole was 100% sure about it, but it has dropped
Well,
in.
the thing is, if you play that plain ball and it just flicks the red, it could actually hang the black.
Yeah.
That way it forces the black ball to go into the pocket. So it is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 1-0 up against the Shark, Sean Ashe.
Yeah, Sean obviously residing from the Birmingham area, where practices the likes of Jaden Billingham. Obviously, you've got Neil Raybone just up the road from them as well.
Jaden yet to play as well, another one of our new professionals, but such a great talent.
I predict that Jaden is going to be here at the final moments of tonight, and the reason I say that is because absolutely nobody has mentioned him all weekend for the reason of young 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 being here. Jaden doesn't look like the youngest player, so there's less attention on him.
Also, he's a very warm player as well. He's another one that's fearless.
Yeah.
He's slowly building himself a reputation. He's winning big money games as well now, Jaden, for such a young lad.
Got to remember, at the last Pro Series, he got 2 quarterfinals as well. He's definitely already mixed it with the big boys, beat Tom Cousins.
Well, that's it. And also, not only that, if he's losing matches, he's only just losing them, to the likes of Stevie Dempsey, players like that. These are seasoned professionals and serial tournament winners. He's mixing it with the best. So he has to be in the conversation for one of the players that could quite well get his hands on this trophy. We've also still got the magician sat in the pot there, Chris Melling.
Not many people have talked about Team Blessed either this weekend. Luke or Dom?
I'll tell you what, you don't. Yeah, Luke Gilbert and Don Cooney. On top of that, you've got Aaron Davies, who's already won a tour this season. I mean, it's just incredible what still lies in wait for these players.
It's amazing you still got all those names left, and yet so many names exited yesterday.
Yeah. What about a multiple world champion, Phil Harrison? He sat quietly in the corner there, just
corner this year, not the bathroom.
Yeah. No, he was in the bathroom yesterday, but he's actually out in the ring. I've seen him sitting about out there now. He's expecting to come out shortly, I would have thought.
Less players in the event. You've got nowhere else to hide, Phil.
You can't hide behind Sean Ashe anymore because he's out there playing. That's what Brian Halco was doing, wasn't it? Natural angle here for Sean. Comes between the yellows.
Yeah, it's a beautifully crafted finish from Sean so far.
Yeah, they just like to dropped a little bit short, but he's okay. He can pot that red. He can use the yellow that's just nearby to hold the cue ball and play a cut with the red down the bottom. Choosing to come down here. This has to be nice and controlled. That's over hit.
Ooh, well.
He still has a shot. See, that was one you could afford to underhit a bit because of the yellow being very close proximity to that red. That was always going to hold the cue ball. Now the cue ball's, well, it's having a sail. You're just going to make sure this pot.
I mean, you can see from the even from the frame before where Sean over-screwed that red that he's just not quite got the judgment of the table yet. That's a beautiful shot to recover, though.
Yeah, didn't have too much to do with the cue ball. Just make sure the pot always going to get on the black into the middle.
And that's going to be one each.
And there goes the equaliser. 1-1 here at the lovely Spots and Stripes
Yeah, the Sharks.
venue in Red Hill.
Shark sets his teeth in.
Here we go. Luke's one-liner of the day.
Look, I'm available for all events, ladies and gents.
Yes, let's stop the stampede of people coming with their arms in the air, ready to book you.
There's one of you out there, I know it.
No, there's not, trust me. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 breaking off frame 3. The man that has escaped the clutches of 𝗘𝗃𝗃 in the previous match when you thought he was dead and buried in it. Probably well, it's definitely the most dramatic match we've had so far. But Bedford's now gone in off the break.
It does crack me up a little bit watching Cole because he has just looked at that going, almost looking at it like he's the most unlucky player in the world. When in reality, Cole, you could have been out 20 minutes ago. But as it is, he was a little bit unlucky with that in off, but he has given Sean a really good and open opportunity here.
Yeah, has Lady Luck turned away from Cole Bedford?
And I've got to remember as well that Sean Ashe's first win as a pro this year was against Cole Bedford as well. First pro series.
Yeah, it was. I think he wanted to be a little bit sort of straighter on the one down the rail to play next, and he's sort of stuck in a little bit with that. I think he's getting caught out by just how reactive the cloth is here, because it grips very quickly. Tried to move that red. He's okay. This is a tricky pot though down this rail. And that's missed by a fair distance. Did that seem rushed to you? It didn't have to be that quick.
Yeah. You could say it was all jaws, Tony.
I'm going to pick you up.
Yes,
and
that's
throw you
2
out
from
in a
2.
minute, I'm telling you. Any more of those? Well, these yellows all in the open for Cole Bedford. He's having a go at himself there. I don't know why. I think he's in decent shape, isn't he, Luke?
This is just Cole all over, isn't it? It's almost like the Phil Harrison, you know, when you...
Well,
he
we know
thinks
when
he's
Phil
out of
shakes
position.
his head, you know he's in perfect position.
Exactly that.
I don't think it's that Cole's generally like that. Just, I think if he's not exactly on a sixpence, Cole, he thinks he's played a bad shot. He thought he'd missed that, I think. Just. He doesn't like this. He's thin. He wanted to be fairly straight on this because he could have just dropped that in, dropped the one into the top left, dropped the ball in the middle and dropped the black in the corner. And because he's now got too much angle, he can't just run the seed. He's now got to send a cue ball up the table and back off that top rail.
That's a lovely shot.
There
we
it
go.
is. Luke Gilbert, Don Cooney.
Yeah, they've avoided the screen so far, haven't they?
Yep.
Surely it's a matter of
The
time
two
before at
great
least one of them.
friends. It's been around the houses finish this. It was really, they were sort of like a dot-to-dot finish, and
Still
Cole's made it as hard as he possibly could.
might have to come off the bottom cushion here. Yeah, he has.
Well, it's not how, it's how many. And this black will give 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗃 his second frame and put him one in front of Sean Ashe. In it goes. And Bedford goes back to his chair. Nose in front.
So there's our list of results as of thus far. Obviously, as I say, we've had quite a few of our hitmen eliminated. It's an
And there you
interesting.
see the man in the hot seat, 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗃. There you see his 4-2 win against Callum Singleton, 3-2 against Cousins, 4-2 against Sean Chipperfield. That was all late last night. He still holds his hot seat.
Yeah, a lot of big players out, but a lot of big players remaining as well. As we start to delve deeper into who is going to be here towards the end, who will be a last man standing. It's a great break from Sean, my word.
Is that 3 reds and 2 yellows?
It is, it's 5 off the break from Sean Ashe.
That's the biggest break we've seen this weekend. 5 balls from the Shark. And it looked effortless. It wasn't as if he just lunged at the pack. It was hit with great ease. Just generates so much power with such little effort. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah,
Uses that red as a buffer.
he's got to get out now, hasn't he?
Still got plenty of time on the clock, so. No. Oh, wow.
Oh, Sean.
Where did that come from?
I think he was worried about the cue ball and he just took his eye off the pot.
Yeah, that was a strange one there from Sean Ashe. Was he a little bit worried about that black ball because he just had a creep pass and he was playing it with a bit of right-hand side?
Yeah, it looked like he tried to bend it very slightly, didn't he?
Yeah, he'll be a little bit annoyed with that one. But he hasn't left anything particularly easy for 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗃.
Cole might be forced into taking one of these up the line, which is definitely not what he wants to do.
Yeah, it's hard to pick out a decent safety.
Is he looking at flicking off the cushion, off the red, and sitting the white up the top end of the table? He is. And that could be a brilliant shot, and it could be very lucky as well. Great shot from Cole.
Yeah, you're still leaving a chance. You know, okay, it's now a lot harder than it was a minute ago for Sean Ashe, but it is a chance, but not taken. Can he just drop this red that's next to the black into the middle? Will he go upstairs? He's going upstairs first. He's overcut it.
Took it as a bit of a free hit playing at the side as well, but has he come too far?
Decision time here for Sean. He can play a thin cut into the bottom right-hand corner, or does he take on the plant? Went for the plant. He's hung it.
This is a chance for Cole. Just entering the 5-minute zone, so down on that 15-second shot clock. That black next to the, that red next to the black, my apologies, will be the big issue for Cole.
Well, that was close.
Just in time, I think. It's a beautiful shot. Has he got an angle to attack the red? Can he potentially screw under it?
Yeah, huge shot now. He's going to hit the black though. Well, not great. He can make a double with the red into the centre. And he wants to get the cube onto the bottom rail and try and pull the black double bit back into the bottom right if he gets this double, but or does he kick into them?
He's gone for it.
Oh,
what a shot. No, the black ball, is it going to drop?
How on earth has he managed to get the black out of there without knocking in the yellow as well? You know what I mean? But that's incredible. You thought it would have pushed into the two balls.
Look at where he's going here. Is he looking at coming off the side cushion? Is he just going to go straight for the pot?
You've got to go for the long pot.
He's going 2 cushions.
That's madness. Complete madness. He had to play that up length of the table. Okay, it's really hard shot. How have you got that black out of there? Then he thinks he's potting it in the same shot. Well, there's going to be plenty of time to win the match for either player because it's going 2-all. There's going to be 3 minutes on the clock.
It is going to be Cole's break.
Well, who do you fancy? Make Cole favourite because it's his break?
I mean, it's very, very minor, isn't it, in that regard. Cole's break's been a little bit kind of here and there for the first 2 matches we've seen him.
Don't forget the golden breaks are in play.
He has been moving the 8-ball a lot,
He has.
And it would be a very 𝗡𝗶𝘆𝗵𝗘 kind of thing to just knock in an 8-ball now. It's just a question of does the white follow it. 2 minutes 55.
Black's moving. Too central though in the table.
But he's
Cue ball's gone in.
Gifted Sean a good opportunity here.
Well, what a chance for Sean Ashe. 2.5 minutes.
And Sean's
Plenty of time.
He's using every second here as well.
Yep. I don't know, I'd have liked to have played those two at the top separately and then came and played the one in the centre.
Just kills an extra 15 seconds, doesn't it?
Well, it's not just now, I think, because he's now got to go back up there at some point. You've also got the ball on the bottom rail. I'm not sure about this, you know.
Would you not have played the one on the rail the shot before? I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, he's okay now, but I would have liked to remove that yellow just up there by the middle.
He's got this all wrong. Sean Ashe, what have you done?
Why didn't you just go straight up the table, up the middle of the table?
I'm baffled, absolutely
Me
baffled.
too. 𝗡𝗶𝘆𝗵 is once again going to get out of jail.
Is this a bit similar to the John McAllister saga yesterday, where it just feels like it's Coles at the moment? I mean, yeah, Sean Ashe will be absolutely kicking himself.
Well, the only saving grace is it's Sean's break next, but he's going to need a golden break.
Yeah.
When Cole takes these out, and I'm assuming he will, he's not going to leave much time on the clock.
I was going to say, can he kill the clock here?
He won't be able to kill the entirety of it. So it will be a golden break required from Sean Ashe.
That wasn't the best shot from Cole before either.
This is a good shot, though.
Great recovery.
Beautiful control there from Bedford. Perfect.
See, this is where he needs to just slow down. There we go. He's going to be leaving Sean about 15 seconds, so Sean will have to get a goal.
Whatever it is now, I'll just knock the balls in now because we're now in golden break territory. He's not going to break a dish in 20 seconds, which is going to be less than that. It's going to be.
Oh, he had his extension.
He's took the match out. Completely forgot about his extension.
𝗡𝗶𝗵𝗵 played his joker. Sean Ashe, unfortunately, all bark, no bite, and that is it. We will be back after the break.
Well, welcome back out to the arena. Cole, congratulations, 2 from 2. Disappointingly, nowhere near the drama of the last match, and that was still a very, very enjoyable match for us to watch.
Well, I felt like it was quite dramatic. I thought I was about to lose 3-2 until he went in half. So, yeah, it was his breaks unbelievable. He broke both his breaks. So glad that it went 3-2 and he didn't have time to break because, yeah, it probably would have been 3 all the way he was breaking. But happy with how I played.
Yeah, it obviously gets you onto the hot seat match. We've seen a few players get to this stage, but only a couple have been able to make it through. Pressure builds now, and obviously a big decision to make. Do you want me to run through your options?
No, I know the options.
You know,
Bounty or draw.
So are you going to go to a? Are you? should we just skip everything and just go straight to your playing John?
Yeah, can I call out 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀𝘃, please?
𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀𝘃. There we go. John, John, come here. Just while we're waiting for Declan to come in, I want to get your take on that.
Yeah, I think it was a great choice. He just needed to have a bit more of a think about what he was doing, and yeah, great choice.
Cole, let's get your thoughts on obviously one of the players of the season, one of the number 2 ranked player right now. What you thinking?
Oh, he's obviously brilliant, but he, yeah, bit of previous. There's a bit of previous. So I thought I'd say yes to the opportunity.
Well, it's a great call. Best of luck in the match, Deck. We've been waiting for you to come out all weekend long. You're finally out here, ready to go. Last year it was one and done. What are you thinking now? Now you're out here.
God love him. He could have got the hot seat, but not now.
Not now. Going to take him down. Okay, big grudge match coming up right now. Join us after the break.
Now, John Chambers, I just want to get your tactical analysis on this. Obviously, Cole had the option to go for a couple of hitmen. He's decided to go with Declan Brennan. What did you make of the choice?
From my point of view, brilliant.
Good answer.
I did think he was going to pit me, to be honest. A part of me thinks he will pit me now, because he did say he's going for a hitman. So I thought, out of the 3 that's left, me, Deck, and
Cohen.
Yeah, but he can't pick Cohen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
The 3 that he could pick from. John McAllister?
John McAllister, yes. Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, he's probably going to pit me out of the 3, but yeah, I'm delighted.
I was chatting away this morning. I think I was chatting to Josh Kane, and we were talking about obviously the original hitmen. Obviously, you had the original 5.
Yeah.
There were only 2 left. In this situation that Cole's in now, I suppose there is a little bit more emphasis maybe to go for that bounty because you're eliminating one more of the top 5 if you end up winning it, and your percentages of drawing the other one become lower. Yeah. So there is a bit in that. Obviously, Simon Webb just made it clear to us as well that Cole's actually only one game away from being in the prize money as well.
Yeah,
so it's an even bigger risk.
Yeah. I think if you're going to go for a bounty, in this situation, if you're going to go for a bounty, why don't you just random draw anyway?
Yeah.
Because it made no difference, really. If you get one of them, you were going to pick them anyway.
Yeah, and picking Declan Brennan, I mean, you know, this is a man at the top of the game.
Yeah.
In really good form as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, he's getting close to Tom Cousins in the number 1 spot. So,
yeah.
As a pick of the hitmen, I wouldn't have picked him.
No, yeah. Like I say, I thought it was going to be me.
Yeah, you know, no disrespect, but probably. I mean, I wouldn't want to play you because you're playing very well at the moment. But as the hitmen left there, I would have just avoided Declan.
Yeah.
Anybody but.
Yeah, I agree. John McAllister, I know he had a bit of a ropey start, but he's still in, and we all know how capable he is, and he actually came through yesterday, and he was playing well towards the end.
I mean, maybe there would have been a bit of reason to go for John. I suppose maybe he wouldn't have expected to come out either. And also, I mean, in terms of the 5 at the top of the game, obviously the 5 hitmen that were there at the start, maybe you'd say that John probably might have been in the least form. Maybe that's harsh to say, but
I don't know. With John, I've always found him, you know, if people normally take him out early out of a tournament, if they don't, he goes very deep.
Yeah.
He's one of them players. He's either out in the first couple of rounds, he just has a sort of bad weekend, or he's right at the business end. And, you know, we're into day 2 now. We are at the business end.
Yep.
It's all the serious stuff to come. John McAllister is still lingering around there.
Yeah, he's a rock solid player. He's not really a flair player. He's not.
I'll tell you who's happy with that decision. 𝗂𝗏𝗏.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
happy.
Cole's going for the 3 in a row. He's just picked out, well, the highest ranked professional we have left in the tournament.
Yep.
So Cohen's thinking, well, come on, Decky,
Yeah.
leave me sat here a little bit longer.
Yeah. Cohen's been fist pumping every time
Yeah.
Cole goes behind.
I mean, that was a beautiful shot from Deck there, by the way. Obviously, beyond this decision that Cole made, obviously Declan Brennan is the next man in the fray. World number 2. He set a target at the start of the year. He said, I just want to win more than one title this year. He's already done that. And he's just looking imperious, it's got to be said.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's also a very nice bloke. Yeah, he deserves everything he gets, really.
Yeah, he's made a big move at the start of this year as well. Obviously, packing up in Ireland and moving over to Merseyside, where he's kind of moved in with the likes of Dave McNamara and Tom Jones practicing over there, because he thought it would better his career to a degree, because obviously in Ireland there were a lot of good players, but they're all spread apart. It's harder to travel.
Well, the thing is Ronan McCarthy not playing now, you know, and that was his big buddy and practice partner there. And so he's not having Ronan to travel over, because they came together, they came as a package, if you like.
Yeah.
So it made sense for basically Declan to find another buddy, and he has found that in Tom Jones.
Yep.
And also, you know, we're talking about Tom's very young, and he's just starting out on the road, and it's a great practice partner to have. And also, he's got a very great venue as well.
Yep.
So everything there. So the whole scenario and what he surrounded himself with is all good stuff with Declan.
Yeah, I think as well, for going back to like practice partners and buddies and stuff like that, I think there's more good players in that area.
Yes.
Than probably where he was in Ireland. I mean, Irish pool's incredible standard, but from where Deck was, there was probably less people to play with.
Yeah, it's a career move.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And I think it shows in, you know, he seems this season to just gone up another notch. When I look at Deck, and I've always, in the last couple of years, 3 years, I've been commentating for Ultimate Pool. When I first looked at Declan, I thought this is a lad that should be doing better, because I see the talent he's got. You know, he's got a brilliant all-round game. And he's just played a fabulous plant there as well.
World-class
And he just seems this year to have it's like he's broken free.
Yeah.
You know, he's in hot pursuit of Tom Cousins now.
He just looks like just so in control of what he's doing, which the very best players always look in control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great start from Declan. Immediately taking a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, super plant he played on those 2 reds.
Yeah, brilliant plant. Obviously over distance as well, it makes it harder to judge.
Yeah, just such an all-round great game that Declan possesses. But you can never write off that man.
No, you can't.
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, he certainly lives up to his nickname. But he's brilliant to watch.
Oh, box office. Quite the character.
Wow, what a break. Is he on anything?
It looks like a funny split to me.
Yeah.
You look how spread the reds are, but I don't think he's got one. Will the red creep off the cushion and off that yellow in the top left? If it does, then that is Matt. Well, that's frame ball if he can get that.
I think he can get to the one over the middle by where he's lining up his next position.
We can. Do you know what? I thought he was glued to that yellow.
Yeah, I did. I didn't think he could get to this. So we've gone from thinking he hasn't got a
Yeah, the
star
deceiving
set to-
camera angle. We
Yeah.
do get caught out now and again.
No, I think he's going to get these. It's all about this next ball. Just needs to get on it.
He's already landed a title this season. And ironically, where was it? It was here. He won the Players. That was here at this very venue.
And we won't talk about the other title.
Well, no. Who was the other fellow? Where did he play?
Unfortunately, Tony, that was me. Cheers, mate.
Unlucky, buddy.
I know.
Yeah, but to be fair, you're still in this one.
Yes.
Come on, let's look at the positive, John.
I'm still in.
You are.
I've
As
made
long as you're
another-
sat here with us, you're not going to get called out. They won't see you.
I've made another finals day.
They know, exactly.
Every cloud.
Yeah, here we are, sat with a tournament favourite.
I'm not sure that'll ever be the case with me, Tony, to be fair.
I love it when he keeps calling you a new professional.
Yes.
The new professional
Yes.
that's played 25 years for England. This man said it earlier. I've pulled him up.
Yep.
I have to go by the facts, Tony. It's nothing against you, John, at all.
Yeah, now the story comes out.
Here we go.
You've called him out on it now. Now I know the truth.
Look, you can hate me all you want, but at least I didn't put a bounty on your head yesterday, just saying.
Yeah, I did have words with Cohen about it last night.
Well, the nice little flick there that Cole had onto that yellow, and this is perfect.
Yeah, I fully expect Cole to clear these. Have you two managed to have a game on this new cloth?
I played, got here Friday and I had a game with Chris Day.
Yeah.
Well, we played doubles against Simon Webb and partner, Nigel Smith. Taught him a big lesson of not to come out into the arena with old CD and the basher.
Yeah.
Used to play for Suffolk together years and years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I was captain of Suffolk, I brought in Chris Day out the junior side into the 18, which I got told off for by the Suffolk County Committee. They said he's too young to play. I said, no, he's not. I said, if he's good enough, he's old enough.
Yeah.
And here we are, and he's still in the tournament as well.
Yes. So,
Yeah, we.
all
Yeah,
thanks to you.
yeah, it's all down to me.
How did you find the cloth?
Lovely, more grip, just
Yeah.
instantly. You know, and I think all the players that enjoyed it. You enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's a really good cloth.
I think it takes away. There was a little bit of element of like you don't really on the old cloth. It was that quick and fast, and you couldn't grip the cue ball or manipulate what you want to do with it, kill it. So the cue ball sail on down the table. And there's a few moments I'd be scratching my head of, and so were the players, like where they've landed. And I think you've got more control now.
Yeah.
Also, I said it before, it opens up a whole new locker of shots that you professionals can now play.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just plays really, really nice. The speed of it, the grippiness of it. I do like the colour as well.
It's growing on me. At first, it was kind of a shock because you look at it.
It is, yeah.
Because I've spent 3 years looking at the other one.
Yep.
And then you think, oh. And I was never a big fan of the green. You know, obviously we grew up on it. It was
Yeah.
always green. But then when the other colours came out, a little bit lighter,
Yeah.
I always preferred them.
Yeah.
You know, I really like powder blue and things like that. And then the sort of like the grey. But this is nice. It's a teal.
Yeah, I mean, the grey's still a lovely colour.
Yeah.
This is available in green
Yeah,
and
it is,
grey
yeah.
for those that don't really like this colour. There is options. I actually think it's a nice colour. I actually prefer looking at it live rather than through a
Yeah.
camera. It looks different on the camera.
I must admit, when I first saw it on the Monday night pairs, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was before the pairs. It was when you were playing, wasn't it?
Champions League.
Champions League. And I thought, ooh. But then when I've walked in and I've seen it, and this was on Friday, and looked at it in the flesh, I thought, do you know what? That looks lovely, that.
Yeah.
Just going back to obviously Cole at the table here. He played one up the line that I didn't think he thought was going to drop. It just shaded the cushion a little bit on the way through. And with that, he's put together a really efficient finish with this.
Lovely.
Yeah, this is a brilliant out from Cole.
Yeah, you just can't write Cole off.
I mean, it was only a couple of minutes ago we're thinking Declan's about to go 2-0 up.
Yeah.
And again, the match has been spun on its head.
Yeah, the thing is with Cole he's more than capable of just doing anything. So he's never really out of a pool match, really.
No.
You know, it was 2-0 down to Kyle, and then he had a fluke and then went on to win.
That was just, I mean, that's the most drama we've had this weekend. You know, we spoke yesterday about John McAllister having a bit of fortune with his extra life and all sorts of things happening in his favour, and combined with he's playing quite well as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, great player that John is. But I think Cole's run today, I mean, that fluke against Kyle was, and I'd said just before, and Luke, I said at some point Cole's going to lob his arm at these balls. He's going to have to belt them and hope.
Yeah.
And it happened, and then Cole's going off the break after. Unbelievable. Then we had all that drama with Cole hanging the black when he thought he'd got a buzzer beater. Then it's a 6 red, and, well, you just can't buy entertainment like that.
But I mean, I was just speaking to Kyle just a minute ago, just in between the lead interlude here. And Kyle still can't believe he lost that game. He said, well, I played everything right. Like, I don't quite know what happened. Like, got 8 ball.
We've had a few so close. We've only had 2 this weekend, Sean Chipperfield and Josh Kane. Both those players have also departed.
Yeah. Was you expecting more golden breaks or golden ducks?
I was. I mean, we were talking early yesterday, and I said how many blacks that were potted off breaks at Bolton on the tour, which obviously it's not in play. And then when we get to a tournament, then when we've got them in play, they seem to be very rare. It's strange, but.
Declan just looking at the clock there. I think he was thinking he had a lot less time than he actually has.
Nice shot from Declan just to get back on that red.
Yeah, and the red goes past the black. I think he could have gone a few ways there and still take these out. As you can see from that angle, both reds go. So.
Ooh, Declan.
Wow. Who has stolen Declan Brennan's arm and replaced it with a lump of wood? What happened there?
I think I've cursed him by saying he looks so in control at the minute. And he throws one of them in.
Unbelievable.
I mean, how many times out of 1,000 do you see Declan miss a ball like that? Not often.
Never. I don't think I've ever seen him miss a ball like that.
It's a huge opportunity for Cole Bedford now.
Yeah. This is a big visit. Thing is, I never know if he's on a ball because he never looks happy.
No, he just wants to sort of just drop this in and screw the cue ball into this red.
Yeah.
Just land on that and have the yellow into the same pocket.
Oh, he's milked it.
Of course he has. Playing for the crowd.
Unbelievable.
Just a little double check that he's only just got to run this through 1-2 inches.
After a massively unexpected miss from Declan,
Yeah.
Cole's going to go to the hill.
And as well as after calling him out, to go 3-1 up. I always think if you call someone out, there's a lot more added pressure to that situation.
Yeah, it's a strange one because obviously, I'm sure from an outside perspective, if a fan's watching on, they probably think, well, it's just the player's got a lot of belief, you know, they're a pro, they've got all this background, but actually there is a little bit of that there is still an added pressure of calling someone out.
Yeah. I think it's because you call someone out, you believe that you're going to win. That's why you've called that person out. So surely it's going to add a lot more pressure to that.
Here we go, 𝗁𝗏𝗵𝗃 to break for the match. And he's going to that trusty cup break again.
Golden.
Black ball. I tell you what, if he didn't have to flick on the red, that was going close, but he's gone dry.
Wow.
Let's have a look at this again. How close is that black ball?
I didn't even have a look at anything else. I was just watching the black.
He was close. But Declan's got a lifeline here.
He's not got an easy start unless that red goes past that with the red down the rail. He could play the plant.
Yeah, I think it has to be. Just slip the white out the other side of the black.
Yeah.
Red ball's in play.
Just have to avoid the yellow there. This isn't an easy clearance though, especially after his last miss.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx him here, but these are the kind of frames I normally back Declan Brennan for. These little like surgical clearances.
Yeah. Where he's got to be so precise with the white.
Is he looking at the plant?
Yeah. Oh no, he's going for
taking out the long red.
He's tried to land on the red to the top left.
It's not one into the top right that concerns me.
I think I'd have been tempted with the plant, Tony. Just
Well, it's
'cause
fairly straight.
you also got a bit more control with the white, and you can. Because now he's overrun this, he's having to take a ball that I don't think he was trying to land on this one.
Didn't want that rub on the yellow, that's for sure.
Now it's gone wrong.
Can he get through the gap and even hit that red?
Declan's got to find a way out here because all of these yellows are right out in the open for Cole now.
Yeah. So he got the gap to double this. Oh wow. I think just a touch less pace, I think he'd have got the double.
Well, what a chance now for 𝗁𝗏𝗵𝗃.
He's had a very small touch putting those two yellows together,
I
but
think they both go in the top right, though. Certainly the top one does.
Yeah, with having just over 4 minutes left, he can't. It's not like he can play to waste time. He's just got to give everything into getting this clearance and just get the match done.
It's okay because that red will hold the cue ball for him, so he hasn't got to worry about that. Just make sure the pot.
You could kind of screw off it a little bit if you wanted. That wiped his feet.
grabbed its way in. He's not
Did.
in total control here.
No, luckily for Cole, the cue ball's just to the right of that red, so he can get his hand properly on the table and cue past the red rather than over it.
Yeah.
Now then, got to get round the back of them.
going into him, or can he try and land on it? He left himself the double.
Well. They don't go into this middle. This is a double, like John just said.
Might even be a treble, you know.
He's played this.
Played safe.
Wow.
Nobody contemplated that one.
No.
Does it benefit him though? Because
No,
Declan's got this
I
red
don't
over
think
the
it
bottom
does.
right.
It's an easy out for Declan.
Was it a foul?
So now Cole's got to make something from here.
Yeah, I don't like that shot. I think as a
I'd have
bowler,
rather just tried to move him if he didn't like those two yellows and go. You've got to go game now, I'm sure. Try to get safe again.
Yeah, you kind of let him Declan back in here.
He has.
If he'd have just gone into the yellows or tried at least, it could be match over by now. He's played that
Great
absolutely
shot.
perfect.
Cole now, yeah, he just had a glance at the clock to see how long he's got left. It's going to be Declan at the break next as well. Ooh,
Declan.
he just tried to check that and he
Yeah.
played it. It's a loose shot.
Yeah, and
That's the black.
and then he's rushed the black.
Yeah.
Because he was annoyed. Yeah.
Well, such a big shot here. This is basically the black ball. This first yellow for Cole.
Is it past the black? It looks in. It looks in.
Oh, how'd you like this?
Be going middle bag here. And just come round off the two cushions. He's still looking at the clock. Middle bag, two cushions, and then roll the black.
Oh, he's time fouled, surely.
He's fouled.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I thought he was taking a long time over it. You know,
He got down on
That-
3 seconds.
if he's time fouled there, then that is a cardinal sin he's committed. This is to win the match.
It is that. If I was a betting man, I'd be saying a foul.
If you what? Sorry.
If I was a betting man, I'd be calling a foul.
If I was a Tibetan man, I'd put a 5 on the Dalai Lama.
Yep.
It's a foul.
It is, as he throws a towel across the arena.
Yeah.
And with 1 minute left, Declan's going to have a break to equalise here.
Yeah, but he could actually break.
Well, if he hit
A golden break.
Yeah, if he hit a golden, he could still win.
Could still win. That's a huge mistake by Cole. I think he's made two massive errors there. One by not going into the yellows to give Declan the opportunity, and then when he did have another chance, he's time fouled.
Even if Cole hits that yellow in time and misses it, and Declan pops the 8, Declan's still probably going to only have about 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
Okay, chances of a golden break, but taking out 2 frames would be nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But he's just giving him that in, and it's just a
Yeah, it's
dangerous
crazy. It's a
game.
crazy situation for Cole to find himself in. He should never, ever, ever have time fouled there, even if he hit it and miss.
Declan's absolutely levered the white, and he's had absolutely no reward.
And Cole's got away with
He
it.
has.
All he's got to do is just keep.
One of the many bullets that 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 has dodged today.
Yep.
He's been a very, very lucky boy this morning, it's got to be said.
Just keep potting the balls. Take your time. Keep potting the balls.
He's thrown the glove in, and Declan Brennan, our next hitman, is eliminated. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 wins 3 out of 3. He is into the hot seat. We will be back in just a minute.
Welcome back down to the arena. Cole, congratulations. I don't really know how to unpack what we've just seen over the last hour of you coming through and doing what you've done, but first of all, you must be pleased that you've managed to make it through and into the hot seat.
Yeah, I'm loving that. I'm going to go get myself a strawberry daiquiri and chill out in the sun or something. I'm absolutely knackered, honestly. I've never felt so drained. I've only played 3 matches.
And it doesn't come easy either. Every match seems to have something on the line, and the good news is, though, you do have 3 matches guaranteed off now because you are on the hot seat.
Yeah, which is lovely to know, but I have no idea what I'm doing now. 3-1 up. I've not just potted the yellow. The yellow was unmissable, basically, and then I've taken the 𝗡𝗶𝗵𝗃, and when he's hitting the break and they've gone everywhere, I'm just thinking, oh, not like this. But, yeah, glad to get through, and, yeah.
Well, before we let you go, let's see if you've won some more money, because, of course, Declan Brennan was a hitman. So let's spin up the machine and see if you are going to win some more cash. No, you are now a hitman. You now have a bounty on your head, but you can't be touched for 3 matches anyway. Good job done, I guess.
No, I wanted the 300 quid. So, yeah, no, I'm happy. Hot seat, can't play for 3 matches, watch everyone else suffer, hopefully more than I did, and yeah, lovely.
Congratulations, mate. Let's let you go and find your way to the hot seat, and let's fire up the machine. We are going to have a draw for our next 2 players, so let's fire it up. Our next player will be Aaron Davies. For the first time this weekend comes down. Come on in, Aaron. Of course, Aaron winning his first pro title this year. Aaron, great to have you out here. Are you aware this is the bubble match as well? How do you feel about being out of this time? Not good, I imagine.
Well, we were just saying that it's probably the worst game to actually come out and play, so yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Obviously, you don't get to pick who you play, but I guess you've got, looking around what's left, you've got some you would rather and some you would absolutely want to avoid.
I'd probably just rather play someone who's got a bounty now, really, so anyone that's got a bounty, that's probably happy days for me, I guess. Yeah.
Well, let's find out. Let's fire up the machine and find out who you'll play, Aaron. No bounty, but you get Chris Melling. First thoughts on that?
Well, it's probably the worst draw, isn't it? No bounty as well, so it's...
No bounty, and obviously one of the legends of our game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, fantastic one.
And it's the bounty match. Hard luck, Aaron. Best of luck in this match. Come on down, Chris. Hi Chris, good to see you. I'd actually largely forgot that you were actually playing in this event, for you were so anonymous, as in everyone was worrying about everybody else, and you've kind of gone unscathed until now.
Yeah, obviously I've been around for a day and a half watching everybody, and you don't know when you're going to get picked out, obviously, when it's a random draw. Yeah, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Everybody that's in the event can win it, so may the best man win.
The only thing I would say, obviously this is a terrible time to be drawn out, the bubble match and everything else, but I guess there is some comfort in the fact that you've been drawn out against somebody else that's in exactly the same boat, waiting around for a day and a half and not yet to touch the table.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're playing this event, you come to win it. You come to win any event that you're playing. So, you know, my thought process is I'm not interested in the 150 quid. Yeah. I'm interested in winning the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see if you can get going with your first match. Best of luck in our next match. The bubble match is after the break.
Also joined in the commentary box, Kyle Cope. Hello, buddy.
How are you, mate? You all right?
You must be absolutely devastated by that lucky so-and-so called 𝗡𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗃.
If anyone's going to do it to you, it's going to be Cole, isn't it? Because the way he does it drives you insane even more.
I couldn't believe it, because just before he threw his arm into those 4 balls, I think at some point he's going to have to lump in, because he's basically waving bye-bye, and then just that whole chain of events that followed was just ridiculous. I mean, you've gone in off the break, and then he's hung that black, and then the 6 red. And then he's dodged more bullets.
Well, it was definitely a very good match for the viewing.
Brilliant. Well, I said it's the most drama that we've had, and we've had plenty of drama, but that was just incredible, all of that match.
I think the only person that didn't enjoy it was me.
Well, I've never seen anybody, really, and I'll say it now, that was in complete control, playing well. He's nowhere, he hadn't been in the game at all. You're 2-0 up. Clock's just about, you know, you're just running the clock down. You've got him by the short and curlies, if you like. And then he's come out with all of that. I mean, I'd be fuming.
I'm not massive on the tactical side to these rules, but I don't think I could have played the frame any better. I can't really think of a shot, or I tried to put his ball safe where I could and just try and run the clock. And I don't think I was ever in a point where it was worth me going for the clearance and opening them yellows up for him. So I put another one in there, and then in the end he's just fluked one. So
well, we were saying it during comms, weren't we, Tony? That you played a really clever shot. Obviously, just moved the yellows towards the black at one point and moved what was over the pocket, and then you had the cluster at the bottom, and it just looked impossible. And then, lo and behold, that kind of thing happens. But it all goes back to your mate 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏. If he doesn't stick you as a bounty, you're probably not even out at that point.
No, I don't think Josh would have picked myself, obviously, if I wasn't a bounty. Obviously, out of the bounties that were available at the time, I was obviously the probably weakest ranked, obviously barring John, but John's just made back-to-back finals, so you're not going to be picking John out, are you?
No, you're picking players on recent...
Oh.
Hello, Chris. Look at disgust. You're picking players on recent performances, so yeah, you don't pick John. John's in form. I mean, it's such a lottery, this.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Look at that shot there. Chris hasn't played for like a day and a half. First shot to sort of get the test of the table, and there you have it. It's just how the table's playing. So fast, so reactive. Just look, if you're playing well, there's not a better cloth to be playing on.
No.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say, obviously, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 was unlucky, but actually in your game against Josh and in your game against Cole, you looked like you kind of settled down to the table like a duck to water. It looked, you were performing, you were breaking, the balls were splitting, you were making nice clearances. You must have felt good.
I felt like I was in control of everything. I felt like everything I was planning was going exactly how I planned it. Maybe slightly overrunning positional shots as you're just getting used to the table, and then obviously I think the only mistake obviously is breaking straight off. Obviously that's a little bit of a killer, but it's always going to happen after Cole flukes that ball. If I wouldn't have done that, it would have been dry. That's just how pool works.
And that was in the space of, what, 8 frames as well between your game against Josh and the game against Cole. So, you're always going to have that bit of bad luck or just one you throw in.
That's it.
And he's almost like a haunted memory, isn't he, Carl? It's like he never leaves the room.
Yeah, just had a little laugh to myself there.
That's going to be first frame to Aaron Davies, and Chris Melling won't be happy with that in off. Obviously, Aaron has had a great year of his own, obviously picking up his first title. I know that was a massive monkey off of his back.
Yeah, he had an outstanding weekend with Aaron in Wigan. It was our first arena tour of the season. Last one was at Bolton. We're back at Bolton next month. Another Ultimate Pool Pro Tour.
How are you finding the new arenas this year, Kyle? Obviously, as well as Red Hill, obviously we have had Wigan and Bolton, as Tony's put forward too. Are you enjoying the change?
I think it's the best pool, the best thing that English pool has seen in this country, definitely. I went to a World Championships in France, so it was probably on par with what's going on at Bolton and Wigan. But in terms of England, I've never seen anything like it. And the game can only grow doing them kind of things. Had to move away from hotels if we wanted this game to progress. It's not for everyone, but the end game is to get this sport as big as you can get it.
Could not agree more.
Well, the size of the tour now, the hotel events just couldn't cope. Too small.
No, definitely not.
When you're pushing 90 to 100 tables at a venue, and you've got so many different tours. Obviously we've got the pros, and you've got the challenger tiers 1, 2, 3, women's pros, women's challenger, next gen. You've got a team event, the disability, there's all of that seniors. You can't have that in a hotel.
No, definitely not. And there's one thing that a lot of pool players, particularly like challengers and other series, won't sort of see. It's the professionalism to that as well. There's so much more professionalism in going to them arenas, because even the silly things like seeing the practice tables, we just couldn't do that at hotels. If you wanted to practice, you'd have to be down there at 7 AM or something like that.
We'd have to go down to a pool club somewhere as well.
Yeah.
And that generally would happen. There's obviously everywhere's got a venue like that, but then you could be playing on different tables, obviously slower cloths than obviously they're all brand new when you go to a pro event. Maybe not even the right balls.
Yeah,
some of the places haven't caught up. You know, some of the older clubs where they just still play different rules and stuff. They haven't switched over to the different ball sets, but thankfully that ultimate pool tour is only going to get bigger. So we get a bit of tactical play from these two. Chris won't want it.
Yeah, I don't think Chris is going to be too keen on this.
No, he said he agreed with you. No, I don't like it. He was never really comfortable with that shot, Chris Melling.
It's a good opener from Aaron. Looks pretty straight on this red just to give himself an angle to come down.
That's something that Aaron's so good at, especially at the starter frames when you see tied up balls, messy clearances. He's so good at waiting until his opponent makes the first mistake.
I was going to say, Carl, because you must have a fair amount of experience playing Aaron. I know obviously from our time on the under-25s, I'm sure you probably came across Aaron once or twice and in other events that you both play in England for.
Yeah, I played him once on the under-25 tour. I was quite young though, because obviously it was when Aaron was right at the end. In the, I think was it the Champions League at Players? He beat me in the semi-final. That was the only time we played in the under-25, and I've only beaten once on the Champions League, this format. On the outside tables, not somebody I want to be playing against, if I'll be honest. So, like, he's very good at what he does.
Left himself a nice angle here as well.
That's a beautiful shot from Aaron.
Nicely controlled. Big frame this for Aaron Davies. Chris Melling looks on. Two-0 to the Cyborg. And that's what we've got left. Cole Bedford now, the man in red. He has possession of the hot seat.
Is there anyone you're looking at there, Carl? Maybe going, I don't think they're going to get picked out, or they might just end up getting there?
Cohen.
Yeah.
I can't see Cohen getting picked out unless it's the generator. He showed what he can do last night, and that's without him being 16 years old, that he's someone you're not going to want to lose to.
Jaden Billingham there as well, sat quietly waiting in the wings. Luke Gilbert. Joe Prince, the local man.
Yeah. He's played more pool than all of us, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Joe Prince has been absolutely hammering the practice table for the last 2 days.
It was quite funny because the last match last night, when Josh was playing, and when we had the last opponent, I watched when it came out and Joe Prince punched the air. He said, "Thank you very much," and he said, "I can go back. I can go now. We'll go and have some rest." Walk straight out the door.
See how we've still got Team Blast in there as well. I think that could be something written.
What, like a Luke Gilbert Don Cooney final?
Yeah, I suppose if they're going to live up to their names.
I was thinking, and I did mention it to Tony earlier, that the one person that hasn't been mentioned all weekend was Jaden Billingham. Do you think that is a little bit because of the fact that we've had Cohen around? Obviously, Cohen being even younger than Jaden is. Does it take a bit of emphasis off of Jaden, do you think?
I think what Jaden's already done in the game automatically makes you forget his age.
Yeah.
Like, he is 18 now, he is an adult anyway, but even before he was 18, he was winning tournaments and going deep into tournaments. at the highest level. So you almost can forget about his age.
Yeah, I agree.
Chris Melling's going game here. Funded one into the middle, and then he's put a beautiful one down the line to back that up.
Is he going to be playing a red off the cushion off the yellow to open the top left pocket up?
Yeah, the way he's played that, definitely.
If anyone can, it's going to be Chris.
Yeah, the one's coming out here, I think. Shakes his head a little bit. I think he's just coming one too far.
Caught it a bit thin.
Don't think Aaron will be going for this clearance. Any of you two picked out a winner so far?
I just had this feeling, I said to Tony, I just had this feeling that Jayden is going to go deep. Just because, as I say, it's the one name that hasn't been mentioned by anybody seemingly this weekend. But you're right with the Team Bless situation, that could still come to fruition. If nobody goes 3 in a row, Cohen has got a great chance. If somebody does...
Cole already has, hasn't he?
Yeah, of course he has. I don't know, I just wonder if people think they might still be able to catch Cohen out cold.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose when it gets towards the end, it's sort of like, do you pick, I don't know, John McAllister out?
That's
or do you
where
pick
I would go. I was just about to say, if I'm going to pick somebody, I'm going to pick John McAllister.
Do I
Because
pick-
when he goes deep in a tournament, he goes deep.
Yeah.
As in, right at the very end. And he had a little bit of fortune yesterday. He had his extra life. And
He had a couple of moments there where is
he
his
was-
name written on the trophy.
yeah, but he was playing well as well,
Yeah.
combined with it, you know. So I've just got a sneaky feeling for John. But then it's such a short race. We've said it before, it is a lottery, but
It's just a
if
couple
I've
of
got-
dry breaks,
If I've
isn't
got to have a whole £1 sterling, I'm having it on John McAllister. There you go. What price will you give me?
Chris.
With what's gone on, it's probably 1 to 2.
That's very generous of you, Carl. Thank you.
Oh, Chris, this is... I mean, this is unbelievable. What an out this is. The shot that he played to get the red off the red to start this is outrageous.
Shake it ahead. Chris back in it. The beast has been awoken.
Is there 8 minutes left on the clock? Was it 8?
Something around there, Kyle.
He
Just a
could
bit
get
left,
to
I think.
7 in that time, couldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's going to need a bit of help from Aaron as well, though, with the break. Aaron still leads 2 frames to 1, and it is side ball to break off. There you go, 8 minutes, 9 seconds left. We're on the money, Kyle. Cue ball.
Straight
Oh
in.
dear, straight into the corner.
Just goes back to what I
That
was
is the
saying.
help. That is the help he wanted.
When you see like a crazy finish or a fluke or something like that, all of a sudden the game just swings. It's crazy how it happens more often than not. It's mental. And all of a sudden you probably put Chris favourite for the match now.
Yeah. The pace quickens. It did. When you saw him cut it, it came away from the rail. And it had no right to drop in that one. He didn't hit that one sweet. Yep, shaking the head there. We're seeing some twists and turns this morning, that's for sure. I say this morning, I think we're into lunchtime now, aren't we? Everything seems to morph all into one. For myself and Luke, anyway. It's been pure entertainment all weekend.
Yeah, you can't moan about the quality. I mean, I don't think
No, and the players make it because they've all, you know, we've got so many different characters and different ways that these guys play, but they've all come together and made it a real fun tournament as well to watch. Yes, there's a few quid at stake, but there's no ranking points, so you know people have generally gone about it in a great frame of mind, in a way, a really good way. You know, the camaraderie and the laugh that the lads have out there. And you say that, Carl, wouldn't you? Sort of like, you know, with the bounties getting thrown about and
yeah, definitely.
You and John getting picked on by young Cohen.
I know. And the best of it was he thought he was giving us £300 each. Well, he knew he stitched me up, but then when he knew he stitched me up, he thought, I may as well just do the house then.
Yeah. Yeah, classic moment. That was last night. Wasn't planning to be there. It was Aaron Davies. Cut the ready now that's next to the yellow. As you hear the bell sound, and that signals it's going to be now 15 seconds a shot from here on in. He's overcut it. Melling gets back to the table. And what he's done there, yes, he's covered that yellow, but it's a big bag down there, and there is a yellow on the left-hand side of the table. Would you be looking at that, Kyle, now to maybe play off that red?
It's definitely an option. I think it's obviously a big target here as well.
Would we wanted to do that?
Well,
incredible. I personally would have left it there. I don't like second guessing anybody, but it's a safer option.
I think I've got to agree with you there, Tony.
I'd be upset with you if you disagree with me. And if you sat next to me. No, it just seemed unnecessary. So Aaron Davies now for 3-1, and you'd like to think this is a very, very big frame, 2-frame cushion with it's going to be about 3 minutes 40-ish left, but then it is Chris Melling to break it. We know how quick these leads can evaporate.
We do.
Again, we'll remind people the golden break is in play. So is the golden duck. The side ball goes back to his chair, 3-1 up.
We've not had too many goldens, have we, this weekend?
2. Sean Chipperfield, Josh Kane.
Yeah, the black ball's been on the move a couple of times, but it's just not quite gone in the pocket.
Well, you got close, but you've gone in off the break in that one against Cole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was watching the black and I hadn't noticed the cue ball had gone in it because it went towards the bag, the black. And then the cue ball had gone in. That was his second frame, wasn't it? At 2-1 that happened. So he just had his big fluke the one before.
Yeah, Chris Melling's got just under 3.5 minutes to save himself here. He's 2 down, 3-1 down.
Made a ball. Is the cue ball safe? It is. Has he got a starter? He has.
Do you want that yellow in?
He'll take that.
I think he'll take the yellows now, yeah.
this is 3-2, barring a mishap. There's nothing to do here, really, with the cue ball even.
I was going to say, he's going for a world record, isn't he, for a world quickest breaking dish? Oh, he's just a bit in between there. There you go. I reckon that would have been about sub 30 seconds, surely, if that he'd landed straight on that yellow.
Fine. Well, 2.5 minutes still left as well on the clock. 3-2 is the match score.
Yeah, I think that
very
was under a
quickly the
minute.
magician dispatches those yellows. But Aaron Davies is still on the hill, and it will be him to break. He'll be unmoved by that. He was probably expecting it.
Yeah, I think you always prepare yourself in these short formats for at that stage of the match.
Yeah.
Just expecting the frame to be already on the board.
Yeah, I guess that actually goes through your heads for you guys now when you're playing. Whoever you're playing, you think you're expecting your opponent to break pot and clear up.
Yeah, I think if a ball goes in off the break, you're almost writing that frame off and preparing for the next, and then if you do get a go, it's a complete bonus.
Yeah, it's incredible. So this most important break for Aaron Davies of this weekend. Got the balls moving. He's made one, and the white's staying on the table, and he's going to get a chance. Red's for you, Kyle, is it?
Yeah, definitely. Not sure on the angle on the one into the middle, the red into the left middle, if the yellow's a stopper or not.
Yeah. From that overhead straight away, I looked at that red into the cut back into the left centre.
Just don't want the yellow to cover the bag.
He must be happy with the angle then, because I wondered if he might have to dig down and try and hold the cue ball, as long as that gets out of the way of the red. Yep. Now it's gilt-edge chance now.
I don't even think he'll be thinking too much about clearing these up. I think by the time he's potted a couple more, 2 more, 45 seconds. With the yellows how they are, I'm not sure even Chris could clear them in that time.
Just a tad loose, that. Obviously, you can still pot the red.
He needs to move.
I'll do a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Just
He's okay. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 it.
Oh, it's just
How
going
was
to
that
drop.
fell in?
I think that's probably just won him this match as well.
Yeah. And Chris had one down there that he just floated off the railing at home. And that was very similar. In fact, it might have been a little bit further away. It's a weird one, that.
He's just left the white spinning there.
Well, 23 seconds.
This would be impressive.
I'll tell you what, he's going to give it a good go, though. I think he's just going to come short.
Yeah, it's not going to do it. It's a shame.
The red.
It's a brilliant effort from Chris Melling, but he is eliminated, and Aaron Davies will be the last man into the money. We will be back just after the break.
Well, welcome back down to the arena with Aaron Davies. Congratulations, first win in the books. That was a good match, actually. It was a clever little shot at the end just to kill a few seconds to stop Chris from having enough time to clear up.
Yeah, it's quite a shot I've seen like before, and just thought I'd try and spin the white and keep it moving as long as possible. But I think Chris struggled with the table early on. I thought he might do as well, so obviously to my benefit. I've been playing on his cloth this week as well, so again to my benefit that I've had a little time on the table. So.
And the good news for yourself and everybody else left in the event, you are now in the prize money, which is always nice, makes the trip worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be in the prize money and sat over there, but I mean, you never know. If I win the next two, like I'm in a good position, so it could be worse.
And the good news is you get to have a big decision here in terms of you can pick anybody you like apart from Cole Bedford, or you can go to a random draw. What would you like to do? Do you want to take a look at the list of players first?
Yeah, I'll definitely be picking that. I'll definitely be picking. Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up the list of players. And what's your thinking here, Aaron?
Well, I'm probably going to go for a bounty player because I can obviously win the bounty as well, so I'm definitely going to do that.
You're going for a bounty player, so we've got Cohen, who's obviously come off the hot seat. We've got John McAllister and John Chambers. Obviously, you can't pick Cole Bedford, who also now a bounty.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Cohen.
Cohen's coming straight back out. All the good work yesterday. What's your thinking with the pick there?
It's tough, and everyone's a good player, but I'm just trying to stay in the tournament as best I can, and whatever I think is, the best chance of doing that's what I'm going to do. So,
well, congratulations on the first win. Let's see how you get on in the next match. Cohen, come on in. I think there's a stunned silence in the room after all the good work you did yesterday, slaying down all the hitmen, and you're being called out.
Yeah, hopefully I play like I did yesterday. Aaron's basically said I'm the worst one here, so he's going to pick the easiest choice. So, so hopefully I can prove him wrong and beat him.
Strong talk. We absolutely love it. Go well. Hopefully you put on a show like you did yesterday for us.
Yeah, hopefully, like I say, bit of good form, short format, race to 4. It's just everyone's good now. I think we can all beat each other.
Well, best of luck. Looking forward to this match. Let's get it on.